Good morning, Mount family. I'm excited that you have joined us for Vision Sunday here today. I'm also very excited to introduce you to my friends Jason and Julie Collins and for you to hear a little bit about their spiritual journey. They and their two sons, Elijah and Aiden, are our neighbors here in Central, and it was very convenient for me to walk here to their house for Walker to shoot this video for us. Amy and I have been enjoying getting to know the Collins over the past few years, and especially over the course of the last year. God has been doing some pretty amazing things in their lives, and I've asked them to share some of their story with you this morning. They are members of the Mount family. They attend Regroup with us. Julie is involved in the Women's Bible Study. Jason and Elijah both serve on the worship teams here at the church. Jason and Julie are faithful servants in the Clothes Closet Ministry, and they also have recently volunteered to be the coordinators of our greeter ministry here at the Mount. In fact, you may have even seen them outside this morning when you came in. It has been so cool to watch them jump in with both feet to worship, grow, and serve with us. Jason and Julie, I'm so thankful that God has brought you into our lives, and I appreciate your willingness to open your home and your hearts to us today as you share your story.
Good morning, church family. Julie and I are very excited to share with you this morning some of the ways that God has been working in our lives and changing our hearts. As some of you know, we've been attending the Mount since November. And since that time, God has really changed our lives. We moved around from a few churches and never found anywhere that really quite fit.
Yeah, we never really found a place where we felt comfortable and where we felt like we could fit in and grow and, watch God work in our lives. I think a lot of that was probably the enemy telling us that, we were good people, so we really didn't need to go to church. We didn't kill people or, steal or beat our children or...
Maybe when they needed it.
Well, but, just being a good person is not enough, we just really have felt like this is where we need to be.
I think for me initially, struggling with forgiveness, maybe feeling that God couldn't or wouldn't forgive me for things that I've done. I grew up in a house with my mom and my stepdad who loved me very much, but faith or God or relationship with Christ was never an issue or a topic of discussion. So, I spent a lot of time as a young man, being angry and lonely feeling. My real father was never really part of my life, so I think, there were some abandonment issues that maybe I was dealing with.
Yeah, I think for so long we believed, the enemy's lies, that we could just do our own thing and that was good enough.
I think most of my life I've known who Christ is, but I've never really had a relationship, or I never really understood that I could have a relationship with Christ. October 27th of 2014 is the day that I gave my life to Christ. I wish I'd done it sooner. But you try not to think about what you should have done, and just be thankful for what God has done in my life. And He has done a lot. Like Julie said earlier, it's completely changed our lives, our entire family dynamic, the way we view the world, the way we give our time, our money, our energy. God is just good.
Yeah, and for me, I grew up going to church. I had a mom and stepdad who were very adamant about us kids going to church, and we went because they made us go, and never really saw any baptisms or any evidence of people really being saved. It was a non-denominational church, and that may have played a part of that, but it's just such a blessing to be able to be here at the Mount and to be a part of the baptism and to truly, go forward from here living a life for Christ. We're like completely different people now. It amazes me every single day. Before committing our lives to Christ, myself especially, I could hold a grudge with the best of them, and did. But now I ask myself, when I feel wronged by someone or something, I ask myself, how can I hold hold that forgiveness when God gives us, gives me so much forgiveness and mercy? How can I not, give that back to someone else?
This year will be, Julie and I will celebrate our 20th wedding anniversary. And, like a lot of couples, we've hurt each other over the years with words and actions. And, since, giving our lives to Christ, He's really been faithful to heal our marriage, our friendship, not just a friendship with Julie and I, but our relationship with our children, with other folks in our lives. I've actually begun having a relationship with my biological father. And as some of you guys know, Debbie Leeson is actually my stepsister. But I haven't really seen Debbie since I was a small kid. But since we've come to the Mount, God has given me a sister, a brother in Curtis, two nephews, and Taylor and Morgan, a whole family, and that's how we feel. We're so blessed to be part of the Mount Church, and it's changed our lives,
Jason and I are planning to be baptized at the end of the month at the lake, and we would love to invite each of you to come out and celebrate with us. Our boys, Elijah and Aiden, are also going to be baptized with us, so we're truly excited to go forward, in this next part of our spiritual walk, and we invite all of you to come out and celebrate with us.
And I would like to say, if there's anyone out there who has not made a decision for Christ or unsure about your walk with Christ, please come and see Julie or I, either one. We'd love to share more of our story with you and just, tell you how wonderful God is and
how much He's changed our lives.
Amen.